So I have a question from the guys at 1Q9A that I will try and answer. The question is, social media sharing buttons are quite ugly. Yes, they are. How do you stop them ruining a design if they're requested by the client? Got a really simple answer to this one. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Don't include them. No matter what the client says, don't include sharing icons. And there are damn good reasons why. I'm not saying don't include them ever and don't have sharing options. I'm just saying don't use those annoying social media button things. They're just annoying and useless and it makes no sense. Right, so the one situation you should definitely avoid is having them universally across the site. I've seen too many websites where they have social media sharing icons in the header or the footer and it makes no sense. So here I was filling in a travel insurance form on a website. I was going abroad and I needed insurance. I was filling in my form like a good boy, doing what I needed to do. And then I noticed as I got to the bottom of the form that it was saying, share this page. Okay, why would I want to share a travel insurance form with my friends? Why would my friends possibly be interested in that? So it doesn't make any sense including them. Also, think about it for a minute. Sharing is very rarely the main thing you want people to do on the site. People don't come to your site going, you know what I want to do today? I want to visit so-and-so site and I want to share it with my friends. They don't go to your sites for that. They go there to your sites to complete a certain task. You don't want them to share. That's very rarely the first call to action you've got. You've got other priorities, other things you want them to do. But the trouble with social media sharing buttons is they're not branded as part of your site, so they stick out like a sore thumb. They're these really obvious shiny thing in the corner that grabs people's attention and distracts them away from the primary call to action. It's a bit like, imagine going into a shop. As you walk through the door, immediately an attendant comes up to you and says, would you mind going and telling your friends that this shop is here and that they can buy all these good things? And you reply, well, hang on a minute, I just came here to buy whatever it was I wanted to buy. I didn't come here to tell my friends about it. It's the wrong place and the wrong time. First of all, you need people to complete the primary call to action. Once they've done that, whether it be reading a blog post, whether it be making a purchase, contacting you or whatever else, then is the time to ask them to share with your friends. Take, for example, a charity site. If you go along to a charity site, the number one thing you want them to do probably is donate. Right? Once they have donated, that's the time to say, hey, you've donated. That's really cool. Why don't you tell your friends you've donated to this charity and encourage them to donate too? So you're integrating that call to action, that social media call to action, in with the user flow as they move through the website. It's about integrating it. And it's also about giving people a reason to share. That's the other reason I hate social media sharing buttons, is there's no reason to share. They're just there. And I think there should be a reason. You know, you've done this, so why don't you now share it? Another really good example I've seen is of websites where instead of just putting at the end of a blog post, you know, share this with your friends. What they've done instead is identify a little bit of the post, a little mini fact or a controversial statement or something like that, and they said, well, share this particular thing, because then it's much more, you know, focused and you're giving people a real reason to share. So do away with social media sharing buttons. They achieve nothing, they're ugly, they are ineffective. Instead, integrate social media into your website in a much more effective way, following on from primary calls to action.